Oh my God. Hello, and thank you for listening to Talk Data to Me. I am your host, Shahana, and today is a day that is exciting. Why, you may ask? Because I literally just uploaded at 11:27 Dark Night of the Soul. And that is my first ever AI film. Everything that is in that film was AI generated. And I'm choosing to talk about this today because AI is the tools and resources within AI is very unstable. And I am used to a certain way of doing things when I create. I'm used to using certain tools and being able to just get in and not be inhibited by a learning curve with the software that I'm using. So I get it. I'm new to the space. And it hasn't really inhibited anything. In fact, I feel like when I generate clips using AI platforms, it actually kind of works really well with how my mental flows, right? It flows pretty quickly, and there's always an adjustment and an update and a change. So I used, to get right into it, I used Runway. I didn't use Higgsfield. I'm sorry. Did I use? No, I did not use Higgsfield. I used Runway. I used VO. I used Google Flow. That's what it was. And a lot of these platforms have like VO, Nano Banana, Higgsfield all built within the platform. So I kind of wanted to just chat about the film today because I'm so excited. I'm extremely tired because I've literally been editing all day. So the film was supposed to come out November 27th, right? And I got the idea originally to create the film when it was still warm out. I'd never thought of doing a movie. I had an idea to work on a cartoon since 2020, and I'm going to kind of touch on that too a little bit within this episode. But I had the idea. A Dark Night of the Soul is something that I learned about years ago when I was reading the Bible. And it's a spiritual experience a person goes through where you are. So I want to preface this by saying this. I don't think, and this is just my personal experience in life, I believe that all things always work out for my good, the bad and the good. It always works out for my good. And I've seen that consistently and I've seen that repeatedly. However, a dark night of the soul, you can have that in mind, but a dark night of the soul, it can really put you in a dangerous place emotionally if you don't have a good, healthy understanding of the brighter side of life, right? Everything seems really bleak. I'm extra negative, and that's normally not my disposition at all. I'm a very positive and outgoing and upbeat person. And so this is like my second time having ever gone through a dark night of the soul. And so this time is different because I'm just in a different space in my life. And I definitely wanted to, one, find a creative way to handle the emotions that I've been feeling. But then also, I understand that I'm not the only person experiencing the things that I'm experiencing. And while I don't think that someone could apply every single thing that I've learned, I do know that there are some pieces that are helpful and useful in one's journey, whether you're going through a dark night of the soul or whether you're having an experience. So that's the premise and the motive behind the film, just to really highlight what a dark night of the soul is and then my journey in that space. So the film was supposed to come out on November 27th, and I'm convinced that I think there's a lot of negative that needs to be worked out, but the film was supposed to come out November 27th. And my thought was, oh, it's coming out on Thanksgiving. People can watch it. I'll drop it at 7 o'clock. People can watch it. And, either they're eating dinner at that time or they've already eaten. I literally use CapCut to edit the video. Never in the history of ever have I had any export issues ever. And that day I had export issues. I was just like, you know what? I'm going to bed. I don't have any tears left to cry. I just don't know what emotion I'm in right now, because this season has been, these last few months leading up to this moment has been very trying to say emotionally. And I try to do my best to, again, not that I try to be mindful of what it is that I ultimately want. So I'll sit with my emotions, process through my emotions before I speak. And that has not really been the case, honestly. I've been really negative in this space. And anyway, whatever. I'm growing, I'm learning. And, I just went to sleep. And I was just like, there's nothing that I can do. This never happens. I literally use CapCut every week to edit clips for the podcast. And the fact that it's not exporting, I don't even have the strength to do anything but to go to sleep. So here we are. It's Sunday, November 30th, and Dark Night of the Soul is on my page. Like I said, I used all AI tools and clips in the film. It is a short film. It is not a full-length feature film. Again, I personally didn't want to make something that was long and drawn out. And this is my first foray into filming. So I definitely, like I said, I definitely didn't want to create something that was long and drawn out. And I wanted to do something that was engaging. So there you go. It's only like 15 minutes. So I hope that you watch it. I hope that you enjoy it. I am open and looking forward to honest feedback. I like it. I'm very proud of it. I'm excited that I got it done and that it's posted on my page. I definitely am looking forward to creating more short films. I do kind of feel like one of my biggest concerns is when you watch trailers and you're like, man, this movie looks like it's going to be really good. And then when you watch the movie, it doesn't live up to the expectation of the trailer. I definitely did not want that. And I hoped to have conveyed the actual gist of the movie in the trailer. But I won't know unless I get feedback. I personally think I did. But I clearly have a biased opinion. I think that it's a very good film. I enjoyed making it in spite of the hours that I worked today on it. I do love creating like that, just being able to sit and just create for hours on end. So won't drone on too long about that. It is on my page. Go and watch it if you are into sci-fi, if you are into conspiracy-ish type stuff. This movie is definitely for you. You will definitely enjoy it. So next up, will be Wonder Crew. Now, I've had the idea to do the Wonder Crew since 2020. But the challenge, excuse me, was that I didn't know how to animate. And what's funny is that someone I was talking to told me about AI. And I'm laughing because my response is like, my response was pretty typical of what I get when I talk to people about AI. And it's, oh, but the Terminator movies, and you're not worried about this and that. And I was definitely one of those people. Oh my God, I don't want to use AI. It's so terrible. It's so horrible. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to use it. Well, here we are in 2025, and not only am I using AI, but I have a podcast about AI. So anyway, Wonder Crew, I'm very excited to actually be able to realize this. And I'm glad that I didn't release it when I wanted to, because I knew that I wanted to take it in a certain direction, but I didn't have all of the pieces yet. And so now I definitely believe I have all of the pieces. I definitely am going to spend some more time on some Discords. Like, man, I am so used to, I need to find like an equivalent of like a Pro Tools, but for AI generating platforms. I feel like each platform is good at one different thing, and that's not terrible, but I just find it very useful when you can have one platform that you're using to do all of your work. I don't know if that's a me thing, if that's a woman thing, or what, but I definitely am going to be on the hunt for something like that. But yeah, so I am excited to release the Wonder Crew. I put a date out there and I'm chuckling because, ooh, child, as long as there aren't any issues, and it's not even like I didn't plan for the film. It's not like I hadn't been working on it. Like, literally, since I came up with the idea for it, I started working on it. Who would have thought that CapCut would not export? But I will say, I've used DaVinci in the past, and I stopped using DaVinci because I felt like for the projects I was working on, I didn't really need software that was as like sophisticated as DaVinci was. I wanted to use a CapCut. But then for the movie, I'm like, man, there's so much stuff that I want to do, and I don't really feel like CapCut can do it. So it's kind of good that it didn't work out, because DaVinci is like that step up. You have like iMovie, which is like your entry level. Anybody can get in and start editing videos. And then you have CapCut, which is a step up from iMovie, right? And then you have DaVinci. And obviously Adobe is like super pro level, but DaVinci definitely gives you more features that will make your projects more polished. And I knew that's what I wanted. That this is my first film. I'm not going to know all there is to know. I'm on a learning curve, as I always state, but I definitely didn't want something that was basic. I wanted something that I can really use to handle like color grading, volume levels, all that other good stuff. And I really do believe that DaVinci did that really well. So Wonder Crew is a cartoon that will be geared towards toddlers. And then I have some other projects that I am working on and looking to release next year, that will be targeted to older demographic. But Wonder Crew is an educational show. So you've got your music, you've got your, daily life skills, and it's really centered around the things that toddlers need to know, right? Like I said, daily life skills, science, all of these different things, definitely centered around the different areas of development and growth. I think that's so huge and so important to me. The ages of 0 and 6 are very critical for a child. And if not handled correctly, hello, arrested development and adults. You ever dated or talked to somebody or just dealt with an adult and you're like, man, I feel like you act like a child. And you never know, they may have arrested development. So I say all of that to say 0 to 6 is a very critical time for a toddler. So that is one of the main reasons why I wanted to create programming for children, because I think that it's important that all children develop correctly. But I'm really excited for this one. I've always wanted to have cartoons where you had black people painted in a positive light. I don't know any other way to say it, but um and then so this is that. This is that show for kids, and I'm excited, man. I can't wait to start working on it and start sharing that with you guys. So if you have a toddler and or if you have grandkids, or if you know someone with a toddler child, this will definitely be the show that you want them to watch. It's not just a bunch of nursery rhymes, and it's not boring. I definitely want it to, it's definitely going to be engaging for children. So I'm very excited about that. Make sure you check out Dark Night of the Soul and leave me some feedback. I want to hear your honest opinion, what you think about it. Have you ever experienced anything like that in your journey of life? Have you ever gone through like a spiritual awakening? I tell you, man, life is not the same. You don't look at people the same. You don't look at life the same. Everything changes, and change is great. I think that's one of the biggest takeaways. I chuckle because, like I say, my thought is all things always work together for my good. And so, even in the uncomfortable space, you definitely, there's a piece in that. There's a, because then you focus on you, and you focus on, and not in an egotistical way, but you focus on you in a healthy way, because you're the constant, right? You're going to be in your life. You're going to love you. You're going to care about you. You're going to support you. And so if you want to ground to anything, ground to self-love, ground to self-respect. So check out Dark Night of the Soul. It's on my page. Wonder Crew coming tentatively December 15th. Granted, nothing else crashes and everything works correctly. But until next time, thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me chat about AI. I really appreciate it. I really love the interactions and the comments that I do get and the listens. It means a lot to me. So until next time, stay bold, stay curious, and always talk data to me.